Good evening, good people. I'm your host, Emax97. Welcome to the Discovery Lab, episode 4. I would like to thank you for your patience. But I'm very sorry, and from the whole crew, we want to give you all the thanks. Today, I'm out here with the most talented man, MJ from the Avenue. He's an upcoming artist, upcoming producer, songwriter. So, thank you very much for tuning in. MJ from the Avenue, welcome, my guy. Welcome. How are you? How's everything going?
I'm doing great. Thank you. It's an honor. It's a pleasure to be here on episode 4. My name is MJ from the Avenue here in Nata, a local creative. I'm a singer slash songwriter slash producer, so you know who to call when you need your music out. My music journey started way back in 2019, so I decided to become an artist whilst I was in varsity. So this is me, a musician, 2019 till now, and I've done a lot of music, and I'm still planning to do a lot more to be the best. Thank you.
Yeah. That's great, Mr. MJ from the Avenue. So, what's MJ's real names, bruh? We are getting the stage name. What about his real names? But that's a one. I'm Dala. That's a one.
Yeah.
Kana hasabu.
Atsavana,
Hey.
yeah, my that's a ke Katlego Mbako Mujiwa, yeah. So that's me, I'm from Bokalaka, so very Bombako, those kind of funny names.
Mbako,
I
ora
got us.
mbako monna booty.
Yeah, there is a lot of theories that are going around on what the name actually means, but from what I got from my mom, Mbako means kaho, like a building, the fortress. So that's who I am. So yeah.
That's great. Nkabere go bitsa KK. A kere ke katlego ke ka.
Kakati Mulautsi.
KK monna. KK. But yeah. Getting back to the music, how's it going? What have you been working on? But before going that far, what inspired you, MJ, to be MJ from the Avenue? What inspired MJ from the Avenue? Who was your role model while you were joining the music industry? Because usually people join this thing, banana mongwaba mwana hore, yeah, banana that guy. I remember back in school, na re very pizza bo imene moda, Emax imene ba itilebo. But music in ese tsaro. So
Yeah.
who inspired you to
Yeah, that question is kind of broad. I draw a lot of inspiration from a lot of things, So, but growing up, my inspiration came from my sisters. So, me ne raba to babina bo V konte kwa ba let's abo slicer and all that. My sister, nante like ka di CD tsa bo Celine Dion's, but I'm alive, Bo Akon, So yeah, even if you listen to my music, my inspiration is mainly from R&B artists. So I listen to a lot of Akon, a lot of Westlife. I'm a big Westlife fan, That's where I draw my inspiration from. But I draw inspiration from a lot of things when it comes to music. Sometimes it's just nature, going out, you get inspired even by the life situations that you go through. Like the passing of my dad was one of the things that really changed my perspective when it comes to music. Some of the songs, I write them in dedication. Though they may sound like love songs, but the inspiration is from a deeper place. So I draw inspiration from a lot of artists. The artists that I look up to, mainly I look up to groups like Westlife. I look up to people like Bo Chris Brown, because those are legends when it comes to the R&B music. But in Botswana, we have
Yeah,
the
I was about
legends.
to ask you.
Yeah, in Botswana we have the legends like whatever V, like the longevity. That
Yeah.
guy has been doing music for a very long time, so that's something that we aspire to do. Le rona lo eno batla go ipona gote kana that guy sa ka mo retsa ke le mangani da like somebody Air Force and all
Wabona,
that.
yeah.
So yeah, that's me.
That's you.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
I feel like your sisters played like a good role, eh?
Yeah,
But to see about two pale konte kwa wena, you are out there pushing something.
Yeah.
So MJ, was it 2019 the time you realized, or yeah, MJ can do music? Kana before maybe you have had that thing, maybe it's hard. So you can have it maro science again.
Yeah.
Maybe also to only that fear, harit, stage fright, something.
For me to realize that I actually got it for music is I was back in 2016, you know, in junior school, you know. I started out as a rapper. We actually had a trio. It was me and the two other guys. We were rapping, always doing rap battles. Almost get I feel like I can remember you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I drop any
Shout out to those guys. Who are those guys? We want those guys. Guys. We want those guys.
Shout out to my Theophilas. Hey, that nigga is now a police officer. Hey, you know, Mompati. Mompati Akuje, that guy. I also had my nigga Jan Rev. That guy Wapapa Muzila. So we were in a trio, so we did a lot of hip hop back then. But along the way, you know, they came out a song in 2016, Yara Charlie Puth, called One Call Away, you know. I started singing that song, and then surprisingly, people will say, "Oh, you have a good voice." I was like, "Ah, I didn't know I could sing like that." So that's when I realized that I can do music. So with the years progressing, so did my passion for music, and then I became the artist that I am today.
That's a great journey, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, from rapping to you ending up here as singer.
Yeah.
No longer going into rap. So, kind of sometimes you do go into rap.
I do double. I do double in in a lot of genres. So I go there. I touch such as to see what I make a sense of get it. But I make a tika di bar, you know, bar for bar. We can go M for M.
Yeah. Yeah, o bogale tota. Gore o se tsole teng, re ke ta go batela monna mo ngwana, no. O maswe. A mo itse Emax 97. Ke boga. But no, Kahuta MJ.
Yeah.
Then what about what you worked on? Which one was your first album? Because we know you have like a few out there. So which one was your first single, kind of first album you dropped for the people out there? And maybe you can take us through the challenges you had while you were doing that. The people that helped you. Because I know sometimes when you're chasing a dream like yours, how similar it's very tough for you guys. O kgona go tswa ha go record out tsena kwa na re tela pina re feel gore tota MJ re kana re majite na ra ragelana ke re wa itse re bola re na o paletse a go mo go ne go motivate kana no go dira wa bona and maybe go lapeng ile ba bolella gore no, I'm going into music. What was the reaction? Because nabo me wa bolela re monna kona phaliche be wa ke music here. Moshimane re thwalo dule daka go itenda re sepele.
Yeah, that is fact.
But ke ra gore parents are different wa bona. Some will be with you or no. Me ngwana ka chase this. This is the way.
Well, starting with the challenges, yeah, the facing an African parent, music. Hey. Ogaro rilo bata go ipola you know bata ba go botsa gore okatini no
city bango
no zana so yeah it started out as tough, you know, like when I started my music, you know, my mom was like, you really sing? She didn't believe that I could actually sing. But one time I dropped a song while I was in UB, you know. She kind of missed me and she played the song, and I heard from my sisters that she was crying listening to the song. I was like, wow, that's amazing.
Yay.
And then after I dropped my single, Amantwane, that's when they really started to see my potential as a singer, you know, and then they really started to support it. But at first it wasn't that easy. So even for me to go to the studio, I had to sneak out. But nowadays I have my own Mola being, you know, they know I'm always playing my music. And going to my first single, the first single that I put out officially was Mantwane. Yes. The great Mantwane. And the story behind that song is actually crazy because it wasn't supposed to be the song that it is. Looking at Mantwane, it dropped kanako ya COVID. So me writing that song, at first it wasn't supposed to be the song Mantwane. Neke kwadile pina like a goodbye song. Like I felt like I was going to die because at the time I was caught ka COVID. So kinekele no simuntu.
Hey,
Negele no
kana ne le
simuntu.
timong.
Bra. Negele no simuntu and toga me opa shaking and.
So you had to say goodbye.
So I was writing that song. I was like, man, this is kind of dark for me. I never write this kind of songs. So I was like, instead of saying goodbye, how about I write a song about Mantwane, which has some kind of truth about it? Because at the time I was just coming out from a relationship that just ended. So if you listen to the song Ya Mantwane,
everything was ending there.
yeah, it started as Mantwane starts as a love song, but it ends as a breakup. Yeah. When you listen to the song. So I changed the lyrics and then I wrote the song, sent it to GS. Yeah. It was until 6 months later he tells me, "Can I send a pina?" Yes, it's one. I'm like, bro, I don't remember that. He was like, man, that song is a hit. I was like, I don't know which song you are talking about. So he comes and plays.
Relationship e go laetse. Botshelo bo bona bo ntse bo tsama gore go thaka-thaka. Go nne go le blurry ra. Ha le ba bangwe ba ete ha ne go na le ko bo Facebook ko nka beretseng ya. Wa ete o se bona snepe se le ka re motho ha bone ya. Le tso mponye mabane.
Yeah. So we got to this two Kenali GS and then he played the song for me and then he was like, we need to re-record this, we need to put this out as your first single because this song has potential. And mind you, at the time, but he was like, I feel like this can be your first single that you have to put out. And I remember the conversation because we were from another studio, Sahada phone.
Yeah.
So we were coming from there and then we had the conversation and then I was like, okay, now I will check you. So I went to check on him. He played the song for me. I was like, damn, it's me who wrote that. I was like, and then after that, we went through the video shooting process, which took a couple of months, like about 3 months, or to find people who you can cast in your videos. It's also a challenge, which is one of the challenges that we face here in Nata, to find people who you can cast in your videos. So it took a lot of effort from a lot of people. That video the credit goes to a lot of people, We had the likes of Botsolo, Kidi, and Vodafone, the likes of GS. We had a lot of people like Fifi, Angel. So we had to call a lot of people. And shout out to my sister who gave us the transport also. So when I dropped the snippet for the song, a lot of people were reacting to it. I was like, whoa, I didn't expect this kind of reaction, so I can actually do this. And Mantwane became my first single to go out. Yeah, so it was an amazing experience.
It was kind of coming from the heart.
Yeah.
You see something that comes from the heart. Because nowadays, most of the music we listen to, we prefer relate. The breakup songs, they are blow.
Yeah.
They are blow because, hey, the relationship. Get hella bunch of head. But not perfume a magic, go bass rank, go gaps. You want to take it. Can I have it? Hell out and I could come to chocolate pay stop. Ahona, very heady. We're not going to have a paddle to talk. But I'm going to tell like air freshener I eat to my shadow about. Man, the relationship is about the other one. Pow. Robot, why it's a ruira. Marica, Cahotsara, that it's a big shout out to your song, bro, because your first single, Hello Rain, needed the bigger reactions like that. It tells you something because most of the time, some people have a drop at their first project. I said it to you. Because at least people are reacting to this. That eagerness again to continue. Yeah, but going on, said you have an album. What came after Mantwaneng? What happened?
Yeah, after Mantwane, I had a kind of a dry spell, you know. It was kind of like a dry season. Ke a go nna dingalonyana to find inspiration because sometimes, yeah, ka gore sometimes you put out your best, you see, and then you start to like doubt yourself. What, hey, can I really do it again? Can I really do it? Well, I can't wait, sir. Yeah, you. So it became kind of hard, especially because I'm an R&B artist. So Mantwane Yone is like Pina ya Setswana. It's a mix of R&B le Setswana. So at the time on the holiday for me to do the peanuts as Setswana. So I had like a rough period when it comes to music. But yeah, I had the courage to do other projects because after that, the year after Mantwane came the DBS Road Show, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then after Mantwane, I had the hype and then it kind of died.
yeah.
So like the DBS Road Show, that's where I got to showcase my talent there, no, to the people. Bamonata, that's why I kind of had like the platform ya go supa gore who is MJ. So I came back with Afro beats and Setswana ya no ke le confident ya no gore yeah
Utlwala gore
ra ka batsa.
it hands.
Yeah,
I think we do each other Tanya like hey.
I was back. I was back.
Well, no, Tanya MJ. Tanya from the avenue.
Yeah.
Hey, when now ba Tanya mo basui.
Yes, sir.
Hey, ke gona tau ai shona. Tau la go le tala go sena pholo e ja bujana. For e survive ka mso go tsoma ya lole diphologolo tse itse.
Yes, sir.
So no, that's great, Wawona, my man. So, what did you work on after the DBS? Did you have an EP? Kana, it was another single. Moving forward.
After the DBS Roadshow, I dropped a couple of singles. I dropped a lot of singles. Especially on my FB page, you know, trying to grow the fan base, you know. And it really worked for me. That's what I'm still currently doing. I'm still working on a few projects. The single, doing some covers.
Yeah,
Yeah, on Facebook, my name is MJ from the Avenue. That's where you can find me. MJ from the Avenue. TikTok, MJ Official BW. That's me.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
What about Insta? You're not yet go Insta.
Hey, go Insta, yeah, you can find me. My name is Katleho Mujiwa. That's where you find me.
Rabata the artist. MJ. I remember your personal things. Can't tell what we are messing your personal things. I already respect your stage things. So I want to mess up professional again.
Yes, sir.
What about kwa o check kwa ga go le banu la ba go thuba pelwana mshana me ha ke re ba ka so rusietse ruri ha wa si ya ke re kana
I can see I can order I have someone.
Yeah, ele ke personally wa bona re bata ya professional mo go ra o bankanye go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but because I got a shout out about to on Facebook, get MJ from the Avenue, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, on Facebook, go like, go share, cause you guys, if you make them viral, you make us to continue to beat the artists. They get interested. Lena haka we stand up cause why you guys support us. Okay? So with futures, Mang, and then what about Body Show? Yeah, and like, are you getting the bookings Body Show? Cause locally, like Monata, and there are so many shows that are coming up. Are these people approaching you guys? No, Bali Buka kana yang, kana you guys kana lori hey. Mudimote. Just like Morena,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
With features, I've worked with a lot of artists. I don't know, but the person that I work most, artist is Boy Lemza. That's the guy. That's my G. That's the nigga that I work with. Tata. Yo. Okay. that's the guy e le gore ke bereka thata le ene, but ke berekile le batho ba le bantsi monata. I've worked with the likes of Boy Hitcha, you know, he's a great producer. I've worked le bo GS, another great producer. Another great producer again, Dafoni, J Drama, a lot of people, you know. I've worked with a lot of people, daughter, that one. And when it comes to shows, it's a bit difficult. More when it get quiet, daughter. Especially for the locals, for you to get the recognition that you need, you have to push and work hard. But I believe for go tanna le progress re ta bitso I guess for it's up to us really the artists gore le rona re kharametse le the promoters they have to meet us halfway gore we have to work together as a community and music and also as a community monata so that we can be heard le rona re khone go super talent rona because the talent is there. There's a lot of talent, especially as a producer. You get to see talent walk in and out each and every day on a daily basis. You see, and then you can see the potential in your village. And then you'll be like, we really need the platform to showcase our talent. Maybe us as a community of artists, we need to come together. Let's make our own show. Let's create something. Let's create a spark. Our own mini bomb. Let's see how far it can explode.
Maybe I feel like maybe maybe like maybe what can they do? Bomba canceller, got this higher power. These people with power, maybe if they say something, because I feel like this thing usually happens when it comes to overseas. They promote local so much. Because no connect la koma kgoe go connect la lor motho le ro biditse konte. Ha gonna le show mo a certain place. Batho ba bitswang konte ba ko palo bone sontso re ha e kana ba hiwa palo e le kanetse so maybe ha ke itse ra re lo yana go o le artist yana o ka ikuela ba golwane ba lona gore ba golo kwa di kgosi tsa rona monata. What can they do to help you guys? Lona ba ile gore le ha gore di promoter a di le bona because gona na ke khona ta ke le promoter ke tswa mo I don't know you guys na ke ta ha ke batla go dira event I get ke a go kopa ka go di kgosi di kgosi di approve that thing. So what can they do gore ba khona di thusa mo councilor mo parliament? What can you tell them out there go ba ka le thusa le lona?
I think the most important thing is to do scouting. We should know our locals. Le rona as the people in authority, we should know who we have. You should know your area. I get. You are in power. You have to know your people. If you don't know your people, check someone you eat some bat ba monata. Era go dira show monata motata tswa konte. Just tell them nya ha ke go kganele go dira show ya go monata. Me hela gore o dira show ya go monata. Ke batla gore ba me ba at least in 20% ya batho ba me ba tswa mo kgaolong nyane. I get. So when o katisa batho ba gago and then the other 20% even not the people from the area. I think that's one thing that can work for us because most of the shows the local people don't even make 10%. The local artists, the local creatives. 95 to 98, 99% of the people performing are not from the local area. But we see the shows that is the local people, you know. You see the polka, you know, they are having fun with their own culture. They are proud of their own people. So it's time Lerona rituals
our own.
We have to be proud of our own people. We feel where the quality is lacking. Let's tell them rituals and the standards so that we can meet the quota.
Because I feel like maybe quality, they want the best quality. Maybe you guys, they can just call you guys guys, when are the competition if you're an artist, come drop a verse, open verse or something. Be the producer, local DJs, DJs at 3, you register and then they will choose from them for which one is the best. I get.
Yes, sir.
If you feel out that way, they will be supporting you guys.
Very much.
Yes, sir. So the other thing, I was about to even ask you, Kana, I know you're a family man, a family guy, Peter Griffin, oh, it's Mr. Family Guy. So, congrats, my guy, congrats, on your son. Shout out to your baby mama, she showed me your son.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So hagit go hale go lebe go tisa artist hale but how do you balance that when it comes to music, cause for producer Robert,
yes,
so go check out that little majita mama zala hangore di picket tse di nna hela di tse mo mtu banna ba go rale se tele le nna le your own time. How do you do it? How can you do it?
Luckily for me,
Yeah.
my family is a family of music. You know,
Yeah.
We believe a lot in music. Really a family.
You are a lucky guy.
Yeah, luckily for me. Okay, luckily for me. Yeah, I'm a very, very lucky guy. Lucky star.
Okay.
Fish.
Yeah, lucky star.
Yeah, she's a very supportive partner. You know, very grateful to her. To balance everything, Tota, the best thing I know, people think it's overrated or overstated, is communication. Haro wena le your partner le tlhaloganyo wa bona. She understands gore nya ha batho ba bata ba ncheka, we are doing music wa bona, and then we have our own time. Le nna hela majita ba ncheka gona le dinako tse ile gore nya bo ra ha etola nako tse ya no, it's time for my family wa bona. It's time for me gore ke thole ngwana ka wa bona, because that guy is my little world, he's my everything. So yeah, so that's how I balance everything. So I give them the time. They are neglected, and I don't want them to feel my music is above that, because once they came into my life, they are above family, above everything.
Family.
Yes, sir.
One day I family guy.
Yes, sir.
Family first.
Yeah.
It comes family, but hustle. Talent, everything. No, but that shows where you are able to balance your things, which is a good thing, because most of the time, most relationships that the artist the same like any communication, like you were saying, like how maybe when I like you're right now gonna kopana le ngwanyana o mongwe le hore ene go taka go ela morare ke tsena ha studio ba botsa re go taka se shabo lwana we ipotsa gore
go taka sone
ba letsa o le kwa kere when it comes to this I know I can't know wa go support that one, but sometimes I know it's ladies by insecure. Like some partners wa bona le basadi ba lore ba shout out to those ladies. Ona le basadi ba lore ke ma Gmail tota bona ka basadi to kore hana di insecurity la ka molletsa o tsu bua ha tsa o tore basadi ba bua ka wa tlhaloganya re mo da ha tsile le hore go nna banna le basadi ya no ra ga go diragala gore artist ya mme ete opele, you are working with her. How you so experience di kgwethonya right gore hey
mamdala wa khale mara
umpolelelo gore
how go golla sa
let's say o berekela le mme kwa le babedi ko studio, for example o ile go bo the likes of Impossible yana ona le her own studio ra no ta go tsamaitse wa a mme o go dumela go sala ka no tsamaro ke batla go itse go no gore wa ha ka tsatsile ka no go tsala ha o tswa go GS go ta ano o ta mpithela
re yo ra itse gore ha di tswane go tlelele o ka pa go nna ene bro go jwa ke tsamale you know, sometimes I love for the sake of peace, you need to do this that way. Yeah, I'm going to check his mama. Yeah, these are the terms and conditions. I will do this your way.
Ya no a go te morena city one go tata le go ta wena o dira go tlhalosetso kana yo wa tswala le bona wa bolela gore Na me ba sa tsamaya ha ke tsamaya. Kana na ke na le moshana mo mongwe o na hiwa lift ya go le masore le ko gaps ya. Go go tena ha ba kitse wa itse tsa tsile ke khabategile. Go tena ha ke itsiwe moshana ma tswala ra ha ke sa palame ha palame. Re heletse re thatagana mo go tikoloitetse go ne di shoko tsele di le da siama hela re tsamaya se.
Nya me gore re tanna sone se mo ta thatagana ra a gona re tare e tanna borotho bo tsetswe batho ba thataganyana.
Me gona. But anyways, when it comes to what should we expect mo go MJ, what are you working on currently? Who are you working with? Ngwaga ke o simolotse MJ. Re toga re digela ba. So what should we hope from you? Re itse gore no ngwaga ke o December or MJ this year, what are you dropping? Kana what are you still working on? O go dropa leng, re soloheleleng. Re ka bona music wa gago kae? Kana malaitse a ke lemogile gore le majita ha re bue gore re ka bona music wa lona kae. Di bue gore ke te go a mo wa tsenya lona go audio mic ka gale.
For me, ngwaga tota like I'm trying to gore ke dire a comeback. I'm trying to make a comeback. Especially to the genre underrated a lot in our country, R&B music, you know. So I'm trying to like go back to the R&B. It inspired me. That's what I'm trying to build. You know, that's what I'm working on. Yeah, so that is what people can expect from me. And then when it comes to the platforms, platform, that's what I'm trying to set up. But expect when it's all said and done, you will find me at MJ from the Avenue. That's where you will always find me, MJ from the Avenue. So people can expect music from me this year, a lot of music from me, especially R&B. But I'll have to go back to my roots. It's R&B, let like a cape, you know, whatever they catch.
It's a moment Asha Asha perform like a basadi have a friend. Mara dire alole taka marika kiats and I Mabo take a one of our Kitali, tell him Mabo Mare. Linagana has or rente. Drop away. Who do 30 lets? Relapi, can I hang cabets and Makazi? Babo space. I get a month to hang it. Sorry, Makazi is bad. Makazi is good. Matata Rakoring. Hang camerata, we can take a American almond to her very get. And I better I can't have a better Alec matches. I remember Chokostonka, and also to have a cat now. Or about that, it's a cat.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what people can expect from me. R&B music. I'm back. Finally, after a very, very long time, because it's been a minute since I dropped R&B. Yeah.
We are very grateful.
Yes.
So, but on time, Marika is solo something.
Very much so.
Very much so. Otherwise, you're going to get Mr. Man. Currently I go by more R&B. Who are you working with? I know you told us or you're working on no better hand in hand with boy Lemza, but who else can we expect? Is there someone new? Will more projecting upcoming?
Yes, when it comes to R&B music, it's a very personal genre to me. So I guess get scout open recently, but yeah, get because R&B more personally, there are certain things that I want from you. There's a certain way you or style your music because I just and then I need to like know your writing style, your vocal style, or pela young, or pela or draw inspiration from what. So R&B is very personal, but I wanted to make it a personal project for me, daughter, for in my personal thing. I haven't decided on features yet. For me, am I gonna go solo? But if I'm ever gonna do features, or maybe I want number 2 or 3, or one. So currently with Boy Lames, because the guy gets my style. We collaborate very well.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
shout out, boy Lemza.
Yeah.
Sure. So I know how I know maybe you're not trying to hit us with the R&B yet, but what are you giving to the people? Because go talk about something ba bone ko lebo gore nya lebo while in a tune after the show.
You cooked.
Yeah, alright, pay lemorena. So what are you giving them? What should they expect now? Yaka show here like now.
What to expect now? Stay
What are you-
tuned onto my page for music, new music, probably this week or the next. And for the show, I will be performing my song called "In a While." It's a mix of Afrobeat and R&B. I never leave my R&B behind.
Yeah.
Though ke sa e dire specifically mara le ha ke tsena mo Afrobeat wa utlwa re nyame the guy o tswa kwa R&B wa bona. So in a while.
Skadewala go hire your contacts.
Yeah.
We want to call you, brother.
Yes, sir. Like I said, my name is MJ from the Avenue, the boy from Nata, the local creative, the songwriter, the producer. You know who I am. So you can catch me at MJ from the Avenue, my page. That's my Facebook page. TikTok MJ official BW, and my contact is 76353103. That's my WhatsApp number.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching, for being with us this evening. I'm your host Emax97. I would like to thank you and give you a good night till we meet again on episode 5.
I haven't seen her in a while. But can I take you for a ride? I haven't seen you in a while. So can I take you for a spin? For a spin. In a while, in a while, in a while, in a while, in a while. In a while, in a while. In a while, in a while. In a while, in a while, in a while, in a while, in a while. In a while, in a while. In a while, in a while. I'll take all of you in exchange for me. How you walk around the campus with that body. In a while, in a while. Brown skin girl, let me bite that chocolate. We can kick it low. In a while, it's a secret. Open up the box, let me have a peek. Waterfall, baby, make it rain. Man, I want me one, he's a easy. I need that water from your body, baby, to come cool me down. He's a easy. Cause the temperature's off the roof right now. I haven't seen you in a while, let's go for a ride. You can be my ride or die, oh baby. In a while, I need you in my life, baby. In a while, cause I haven't seen you in a while. In a while, in a while, in a while, in a while, in a while. But can I take you for a ride? In a while, in a while. In a while, in a while. I haven't seen you in a while.